Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today we are doing mixed media and I can't wait. We're going to have so much fun. So I have this old record here. It is scratched a bit so can't be used. So that is going to be our base. So I have my gesso and a paintbrush. What we're going to do is we're going to give this a coat of gesso. So that it is primed, ready for us to do whatever we want to be able to do. So yeah, so that is what I thought we could do. Now my gesso is super thick, so I'm going to use that for some texture because I have these amazing stencils, some sweetie stencils. So we are using the Ice Cream girls today. On this. So if you followed my videos and you're a regular watcher, you will have seen the folio that we have already made, and it's the record from that, and I just thought how perfect is it to do to do a record as well. So this can be like a what do you call it? Oh, work it out, what could it be called? Like a wall hanging or something. So that's what we're going to use. Now I'm going to grab my stencil. So I'm going to use this stencil today, and it is called a Lollipop. Absolutely gorgeous and just perfect. So I'm going to stick that on there. I'm going to grab myself a palette knife. My gesso is super thick, so I can get away with using it as texture. But you can get various different pastes and stuff out on the market that will do this for you. So yeah, so it's just, and you can make your own texture paste using white acrylic paint, water and talcum powder. So yeah, you just make it up to a thick consistency. So lady is wanting something, and it's not to be outside. I think she's just going to be in a bit of a nightmare, isn't she? There's a bit of a hard lump in there. So what I'm going to do is do this, and then I'm going to go and wait for this to dry. So that, yeah, because I don't want to touch it, but we've got some amazing cabochons that I thought we could use, and then I'm going to use one of the girls from the ice cream set as our focal point, and really go from there. I think to colour this piece I'm going to end up using, I'm trying to think what am I going to colour it with. I might do watercolours. I'm in the mood to do watercolours, I think. So yeah, or gouache. Might even do gouache. What about that? So I'm just going all the way along. Oh, I love that. And I'm trying to get an even coat all the way around. So that's what I'm doing. So there's texture all over this piece. Like that. So now I am going to leave this to dry. I'm going to go and wash my stencil off straight away. So that is definitely something you need to do. Otherwise you can ruin your stencils. So let me just, yeah. So yeah, once this is dry, I will be back and we'll colour it all up. So I'll be back in a second. Right, we are back. That has all been coated. So what I ended up doing, sorry, let me just shut my drawers because I know lady will be back. So what I ended up doing is leaving this overnight to dry, and then this morning I've just quickly put another coat of gesso on. It's like still slightly wet in a few places, but that's fine. But the texture on this is lovely, so I've got to decide now which way we're going to have it. But I don't know, part of me thinks oh, I don't know. See, the lollipops are going that way, but I'm not really liking it. I'm thinking that way maybe. I like that better. Anyway, I've got out a couple of watercolour palettes. So I've got the Jane Davenport palettes. So this one is the Glitzy Sea palette. I love the blues on this. The blues are just absolutely beautiful, so I thought that might be something we could use. I've got this one, which is the natural palette. I'm not sure if there's any on there actually that I'll use, so I'll put that to one side. I did pick out my gouache colours. So these are Arteza gouache, and it's just a palette that I created myself. So yeah, I am looking, and it looks as though we do need to fill some of these up. But yeah, so I'm going to use that because that's this one's more of an opaque colour than what watercolour is, so it gives a better coverage. And then the other thing that I brought in was these watercolours. These are from Gabby, and these are metallic ones, and they're absolutely gorgeous. They're so shiny, so I thought that these might be really good as well, just to add a bit of glitz in. So that's what we're going to go with. But before I do, I'm just wanting to get the image of the girl that I'm going to use, and I'm thinking that I want to use this one. Now she's just going to sit there. Absolutely gorgeous. So that gives me an idea of the colours that I am going to use. So it looks like we're going to use some teals and some pinks. Yeah, so let me just put that one aside. Now I do need to get another pot of water because my other pot of water is terrible. So let's put water in there. Now, I'm definitely thinking this blue here. I mean, we have our palette here, so this shows all the different blues. So definitely thinking of this blue and maybe a little bit of this blue. And then I'm loving, I don't want it to be too, I want it to, I don't know what I'm wanting actually. I do, but I can't quite explain it. So I want her to pop, but I really want the background to be, I don't know, nice and bright and vibrant all at the same time. And when I was sort of finishing this up this morning, I really, you know, wanted to use blues. I don't know why. Blues seem to be the thing. This pink is absolutely gorgeous. Let me work out which one that is. So that is rose. Now we're just about out of the rose, so I'm going to have to get my gouache out and refill it. But I think the rose would look beautiful on this. So yeah, so and this is one good thing why it's nice to have a little board in your, like a little swatch in your palettes, because then you can have a look to see what colours are going to suit your project. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. So yeah, so that's why it is really nice. I love that wild berry. That wild berry is lovely as well. Anyway, so I'm just going to put some water in on the ones that I definitely want to use. And I think we'll go from that. I think I'm going to add some of that. Oh, that one's running out as well. You can tell my favourites, can't you? Some in the white. And maybe, I'm trying to think what other colours. There's a metallic one in there as well, so maybe that. So let's move our image because we don't want our image to get damaged. I'm just going to grab myself some brushes. Okay. She's finally finished all of her treats, so she's going to be back to pester me. I just know she is. Right, I'm going to give this a light spray of water. And then I'm going to come in and start just putting colour on. So my objection now, or my aim for now, is just to add colour. That's it. I'm not looking for any fancy details. I'm not looking for anything like that. It really is now just about getting that colour on. Yeah, and letting the water as well do its thing. So I mean, I'm just dabbing this on. That blue is gorgeous, and then we could easily just let the water, you know, do its thing, and that is what I love about watercolours. Well, these are a gouache, but yeah, this colour is just beautiful. Okay, so just letting the water go seep into all of those sort of little bits. I'm going to come in with a darker blue, and I want to come in with it just around this edge. So I think I'm going to start off with the blues and then dry it. Now this is a record, so I do need to be careful when drying because it is plastic. I have already done one piece on a record, and it actually was fine with the heat, surprisingly. So I did a record while I was live on my Facebook group. So I go live on my Facebook group once a month, or at least I aim to. I love those colours, loving how that's looking. And then if you look, bring her in, she's just going to look fab, isn't she? Okay, so let's bring in some of that metallic one. And I think I'm going to bring in the Gabby ones as well, because the Gabby ones are just fabulous. But yeah, I'm just going to go with these. And I'm just filling in really where we need to fill in. And then some more of this one. And just sort of putting it on. Now, if it starts becoming dry, don't be afraid just to, you know, put some more water on this to help it all run together. Okay. So I'm just leaving it just to work its magic. You see all the drips are coming around here very slowly, but they're going. I mean, that just looks fab, doesn't it? So I think I'm going to leave the blues there, and I'm going to dry this. So let's put the heat gun on, and I'm going to dry this up. Dry it completely. I'm only just going to dry it just a little bit, just to see how it looks, and I think that's looking fab. Doesn't that look gorgeous? So I'm going to bring in some purples now. Actually, no, let's bring this pink in. So hopefully there's enough in there for us. And again, I'm just going to dab it on, like so. And pop that in. Now, when the two colours mix together, it does make it'll make a gorgeous purple. So that's what we're going to go for. Now, I'm just dabbing this on first, and then I'm going to grab my spray and just lightly spray it just to create those drips. You can see it all going in. I mean, how gorgeous does that look? Doesn't that look absolutely beautiful? So bring some more of this in. I'm hoping I know where I've put my gouache, because that really does need filling up. So again, I want that colour to be a bit darker. I'm loving the gradient effect as well. I'm loving how that looks and how it's sort of just melting into each other. I just think that looks fab. So again, just putting plenty of colour down, like so. I'm just tapping it in. And then I'm going to again let it do its magic. I mean, let's see if we can have some of the blue go into that pink section. That'll look nice, just ever so slightly. So yeah, doesn't that look fabulous? I love that. Right, okay, so just letting that work around a little bit. I think this is looking absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to dry it. I don't know if there's much more that I want to do. I think I want to bring in some metallics, but I don't think there's much more I want to actually do with the background, other than maybe a little bit of dry brushing, just to bring out some of that texture. But I just think it's gorgeous as is. Now, as for metallics, let me just move this to one side. As for metallics, we have all of these gorgeous colours, and now it's deciding which one we're going to go with. So I'm trying to work out which way I did this palette. I have no idea. Oh, that way. Right. I think that I'm wondering whether to add this gorgeous tealy colour in, which looks gorgeous. So I'm wondering whether to add that one in. So let's activate it. Yeah, that is a lovely colour. And then I'm just going to dab it around on a few places. Just like this, because I just want that metallic feeling to come through. And the colour's not like a huge difference either, which is nice. But there is just a subtle difference, so it sort of helps it just stand out that little bit more. So I'm just going to go around. I'm just adding the metallic into where all those sweets and stuff are, like so. I like that. So bring that in, and once it's settled and it's done its thing, it's magic. Oh, I really like that. So just grab some more, and then now on this big one here, I want a nice pink. So I'm thinking that this one is probably going to be the best one for that, because I don't want to bring that blue in, but I still want it to be metallic. So making sure to put lots of water on there, and then we're just going to dab that inside. So it's like giving our lollipops, they're all getting a nice metallic look to them. Yeah, I like that. I'm just going to add a little bit to a few of these as well. Just, why not? Right, I think that might be it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly dry this. I'll do it off camera because this can get quite loud, and then we'll come back and we'll have a look at it. So I'll be 2 seconds. Right, okay, so that is lovely and dry, and look at the shine on those from the metallic. That's Lady, by the way. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, do you know, she was quiet a minute ago. Honestly, that puppy. This is what we have to put up with. Anyway, I found in my stash a clock mechanism. So I'm thinking, let's turn her into a clock. So I'm going to have it so that we have the elements off to one side, and then the cabochons are going to be our numbers. I mean, how cool is that? So I'm just going to use the ice cream stamp for this, because I think this one works really nicely, and I should have enough little bits left in my stamped collection to sort of, yeah, fill this all out, because what I'm wanting is to have the lollipops down one side, to Do I want to put another wafer in her hair? Yeah. So just like that. So as you can see, that's it. We've done lots to the background. The background is just fabulous. What I am going to do though is grab my gilding wax. Bear with me 2 seconds. I'm going to go with my gold, I think, instead of the copper. Okay, so I have my gilding wax, and this one is King Gold, which is a really nice bright colour. And what we're going to do is tip them off and move them just up there, and then using this, I'm just going to go around the edge of our piece like this, because I think we need to have some sort of, yeah, what do you call it, like really nice edge to it. And I think what's nicer than gold? So this is furniture polish, like gilding wax, so it's furniture grade. This tub will last me forever, hopefully, and it means that you can actually polish it up to give it a really, really nice shine, which I think is really nice. Now what I'm going to do as well is I'm just going to slightly go over the top with my finger, just to see if I can catch. Now I think it's going to have to be a paintbrush to do this, because I like the idea of having the gold on these. However, it's going on the bottom and I don't want it on the top. I want it, oh, it does look nice though, doesn't it? So there, look at that. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm dry brushing, but I'm dry brushing with my finger and the gilding wax to help bring out all of that fabulous detail from our stencil. So, okay. I mean, that just looks fab, doesn't it? How gorgeous is that looking? Right. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, just, I don't know, it just makes it pop, doesn't it? It really, really does help. So just going to go all the way around. Now I am tapping off quite a lot of the excess, because I don't want to go in too heavy handed, and then the excess that's there we can just keep tapping our finger back in and picking them up, because there's some areas that I would like to do. Okay. Let's have a look at that. I want to actually buy some more clock. I wasn't sure if I still had one actually, and then as I'd finished up, I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a look to see if I do have another one, and there it was, there it just sat there, and I thought, you know what, it was meant to be. But I want to make a few more clocks, because I really like the idea of turn these into clocks. So I'm just making sure I've got an even coverage all the way around, and it does look like we have. I do want to put a bit more on the edge, so let's do that. So sort of like want it to have, I don't know, a bigger border, should we say? Yes, that's exactly what we're wanting. Oh, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just gonna keep going all the way around until I've got exactly what I'm wanting, and then I'm gonna have to work out my times, like where all the little cabochons need to go. Now I need to work out what cabochons we're going to use. Okay, right, I love that, absolutely love that. So let me put the lid on there, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to grab our bits. I'm going to start sticking them down. So work out exactly. So I think I want it there. Yeah, and she's just going to go there. Okay, so I'm just going to use my art glitter glue for this. But I am going to make sure I've got plenty on. You can use your gel medium for this if you want. I am going to be bringing in my gel medium to glue on the cabochons, but yeah. So stick that on there, like so. Oh, we were going to put that extra wafer in, weren't we? And then these, oh, if I can pick them up, that is. Actually, go up there. So I'm just sort of playing at the minute with composition. So something like that. So we don't want to over decorate this. But I mean, how nice does that look? So I'm going to push these down so that they grab. Okay. And then I think this is where I'm going to have to use a ruler to work out. I love that lime green. I think that lime green looks fabulous on here. Get a ruler so we can do our like different times. Now let's have a look. I do have, so we do have some ice cream ones, so I think we should have the ice creams at, right, let's get all of them out. Let's see what we have. So I want any that is an ice cream, like the top of an ice cream. So there's one. So I think we should have green down the bottom for 6 o'clock and the blue at the top for, what do you call it, clock. Oh dear. Do we have any more of the ice cream ones? No. Just grabbing all the bits. Oh, we have one more. We've got a purple one. So do you know what? We'll get rid of the green. The green over there. As much as I like the green, let's have the purple. So that's gonna be those. Now, what else do we have? Do you know what? Just lay them out on the board and let's have a look. We've got lots of donuts. So we could have the donuts. This is a couple of packs in one. Right, I'm just mixing them all up now. I think I'm going to put them in like a little tub. So let's see what there is. Now there's sweets and all sorts on here. So it's trying to see. Right. I think this is all pastry ones, but let's have a look. They're Christmas ones. I know I don't want the Christmas ones on this. And then all the chocolatey ones. Right. So let's have a look what we have that we can use. Now, I've got 2 of these star things, which actually would look really nice. So let's have them there. So there we have. We've got 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then we've got 9 and 3. So we want 2 in between. So this is why we're going to need like just smaller ones. I've got some sweets there. This is why I'm thinking maybe the donuts. Donuts for donuts. I don't know why I keep saying that. But yeah, I just do. Okay, we have lots of them. So, and I think we should have enough to go around. Oh, there's even a mint. We've got some lollipops. How many lollipops do I have? I've got 2. 3. So I've got 3 lollipops, or ice creams, 4. Excellent. So we could have one there maybe, and one there. and then one there and one there, and then I think the rest, yeah, I think the rest could definitely be oh, what about an ice bun, a cupcake, a biscuit, and we don't want a block of cheese, do we? Although I do like my cheese. Ooh, and that one. Right, okay, so let's move all of these out of the way. So I'm going to have to just, I don't know what groups they were in now because we've just mixed them up. However, I think that looks so cool. Okay, right, you can all sit in that one. So, yeah, I think it's going to look fab. I really, really do. Right, let's sit in that one. I need to find out. Oh, there's another little ice cream. And, oh, another one. And another one. Yeah, I like the little ice creams. I think the ice creams are so cute. So I'm going to put one there. I'm going to take that one away. I'm going to put this one in there. I don't know. There's something about the ice creams that I really like. So I'm sort of changing my mind. I'm going to get rid of the cupcake and the other like biscuity one. I'm going to put an ice cream there. And then I'm going to have a donut there. Yeah, why not? I like that idea. Okay, sorry, this is taking me forever, isn't it? And then we will fix our piece, our mechanism to this. Oh, come on. Sorry, I know I'm taking forever. It's just for some reason. Oh, there we go. Right. I was thinking, where's the rest of the boxes? Right. Yeah, they're just hard for me to pick up today. Okay. I do love them though. Oh, how cute is that? It's a sweetie clock. Right. So I'm just going to grab my gel medium. Okay. And then I'm just going to grab a paintbrush. In that water. Okay, dry that off, and then what we're going to do is we are going to go in. I've just got to hope that this is all the right places. Should be. I'm going to put some gel medium on, and then we're going to stick that at 6 o'clock. Okay, and then do this one at 12. Okay, so making sure I've got enough on. Now it does dry clear, so if any spills out, it's all good. And make sure that that is as we can take the excess off as well, which is good. Okay, so then let's do these ones. Okay, so we want it so that that's out. I think as long as I've got them, you know, equally spaced out, they should be fine. Okay, there, yeah, I like it. What do you think, guys? Like my clock? I think it's fab. Okay, and then we're just going to go around again, just grabbing my gel medium. This will dry in a few hours, and just, yeah, popping some of the gel medium on and just sticking it down. Oh, I've enjoyed doing this. I really do want to make more and do more. So I know what I'll be ordering later on today. I've got loads of stuff that I need to do today. And it's all boring housework, adult stuff, and I don't want to do it. I want to sit and play today and just enjoy myself, because I've loved having a play with these stamps. But no, I can't. I have to be an adult. I have to do stuff. Oh, I've just thought, Lucy's off school. Well, college. I keep calling it school because technically the college she was at was attached to a school, so which makes perfect sense. But yeah, could get her to do it. I don't think she'd be too happy, like, but you know, she's 18. She's hit adulthood. All this just so I can craft her. No, I would never do that to her. That's terrible. I would get her to help me though. She helps me a lot. She's absolute fab. Since her dad went back to work, oh, she's been amazing. She's just been fab. Because I can only do so much a day, unfortunately. And some days I can't even do that. So she really does. She's very, yeah, she really does help me. I think this might be the last one, you know. Shall we see? The best way to find out. Tip it up. Yes, that's the last one. Okay. Right. So, what I'm going to do now is, oh, I've just thought, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, let me just move this out the way. So we're going to stick this on like so, and I did test it before I come on to make sure it fit. We need that to be at the top, wherever the top is. Okay, so that's down, and then in here I have the arms. So let's hope that these arms are not too long. That one's got bent. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're really easy to. So I'm just gonna work out, I think, is it this one first? So this one followed by this one. It's been a while, guys. Please work. Right, you need to be pushed onto there, like, there we go. Yes. Right, I need my pliers, just because we've accidentally, so it's a bit tricky, I'm not gonna lie. There we go, much better. Right, then this one, which goes on next. Okay, somehow, I'm sure they're just clip in, and then this one, which goes on last, so that just goes in there like so. I'll make sure everything is straight. Yeah, that's not on properly. Ah, there we go. Now it is. And this one. Right, so this is very, very fiddly. I'm not even going to lie, guys. Right, so let's put you all at 12. I need to go and find a battery. Right. So, if you lot are all at 12, making sure that, so that should work. There you go. We have a clock, guys. What battery does it take? It's an AA one. Am I going to be able to find one? Let me see if I can go and find a battery and let's see it in action. But it will work because the hands are not touching any of the cabochons. So it's all great. I love it. I hope you love it. I think we need a word or something on it, don't we? We need something on it. What word? I don't know. I want a nice big word, but I don't think we have. What about in here? Yes, actually, There's definitely a couple in here. Right, move you over. I think that's all. Oh. There it is. Come on. Okay. So you scream, I scream. I will be back in a second. Okay, sorry, that was the door. I had a look for a battery and I don't know where my husband keeps them. So, we might not actually have any, which is a bit of a shame. But, yeah, I will have to go out and grab one for this. So, I am just going to fussy cut all of these out because we definitely needed a saying on. And it says, you scream, I scream, scream, we all scream for ice cream. So yeah, but I'm just wanting it to be a fussy cut instead of straight. Just because the thought is. Okay. Okay. Lady, hey! Excuse me! So, I had a new rug delivered. Lady. Oh, I will be back in a second. Honestly, that little doggy is just one whirlwind of trouble. She really is. So I bought myself a Lord of the Rings rug to go on my side of the bed. And my husband's got himself a Big Lebowski rug. We couldn't resist. So, yeah, I got mine out and put it on the floor to take a picture of. And I left it on the floor because I wanted to show my husband. And lady decided she was going to sit there and chew it until she got my attention. And then once she got my attention, then she wanted to play. So I've been sat, well, I haven't been sat. I've been running around the house like a lunatic for half an hour playing with her to get all of her energy spent, whatever energy she has. I have no idea where she's got it from because normally on a morning she is, yeah, she's snoring away like you heard her earlier. So, honestly, puppies. Although she's not really a puppy, she's going into adulthood now. So she'll be 3 at the end of June. I don't know when this is going up, so she might have already been 3. But her birthday is the 30th of June. So my husband's, why isn't this working, guys? Oh, don't you just hate that? I don't know where I put my pin either. Oh, there it is. It's in my thing. I left the lid on, the pin out because that's the type of thing that I do. And then I wonder why it won't work. There we go. Not brilliantly, but it's coming out. So, trying to get as straight as we can. Now she's finally behind me. So if I pretend to ignore her completely, do you think it'll work? Or do you think she's just gonna, it's a mummy day today. I think it's a mummy day. Oh, they're stuck. Yay, they're actually dry. That's really cool. Right. Oh, Lucy's just woke up. So, looks like the house is... Oh, actually, I think... No, I lied. That's lady getting her food. Oh, but I can hear Lucy up in her bedroom, so she's just woke up. When Lucy wakes up, she laughs to herself a lot. I do worry about that child sometimes, but then, do you know what? She's happy, so why worry when she is happy? So, yeah. Right, let me just put these back in there. So there we have it. There's our clock. How amazing is that? Oh my god, I'm so chuffed with this. I can't wait. Now this is actually going to the studio, so I do need to make sure I find a battery. I'm gonna have to make sure I wrap it up really well as well. But yeah, I love it. It's making me want to do more. I've got about 5 more vinyls that I can play with. So yeah, how gorgeous is that? So it just goes to show what you can do with something that initially, I mean, I think next time I'll do something with the back. But no, I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, I think it's beautiful. I really do. So if you didn't see my live in May, I think it was, at the beginning of May, that's what I created at the beginning of May. And again, just from a record. So how amazing is that? Isn't that just fab? Anyway, I am going to leave it there, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure that doesn't fall down. I hope this has inspired you to do something. Do some recycling. See what you've got lying around. Just don't use your husband's records. Might not end well. But yeah, have a look. I mean, you can get records in the charity shop for really, really cheap as well. So it's just something else for you to have a play with, isn't it? But I love the shine of that metallic paint. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, please do take care and happy crafting. Bye.